After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff for Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now a first down throw, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, it's Watson. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Texans are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, here's Gibson again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. And Thomas has it. And he coughed it up, and the Texans scoop it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. 7 yards, the pickup there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. It's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Mark Ingram taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Here's Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Watson's throw complete there to Conley. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Watson on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. And you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Fitzpatrick on first down. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown there to make the grab. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On 1st down, Watson. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Watson looks to throw again. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So these 2 teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Fitzpatrick now. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. On on 2nd and 9. Fitzpatrick.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them on. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Gibson again. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Buying time to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 75 yards.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. A little check down to Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up with Conley. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Texans will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's... And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Jimmy Moreland.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
Now, I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. They'll go again with Lindsey. They find some open field here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
64 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. And his throw here's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To the air again, Fitzpatrick.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson out to the flat here for Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice...
Brandon Cooks. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 66 yards.
And the Texans are getting closer now to that ever-elusive first Super Bowl victory. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and success.
And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
And the Lone Star State has a new champion. It's the